And I'm starting recording now.
Cool.
This is gonna be a
What's
bit
first?
chaotic because we basically got 2 weeks piled up. I think if we're gonna make the
Oh yeah,
podcast bi-weekly instead of just like not bi-weekly. Anyway, is this bi-weekly mean every 2 weeks or twice a
yeah,
week?
that's fast. It's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks.
Okay, cool. I think that's a little bit more sustainable, especially when we have slower
Yeah,
weeks. Because like I'm not going to every game or website and collecting stuff. I'm just grabbing stuff from Twitter.
yeah. Mhm.
All right, let's go in order. This was some of the stuff is gonna be stale, like the PlayStation they were going
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Very funny because I want to say it's like what less than a month after they announced they're doing no more physical disc. Then the neck was
And then
down.
Xbox too.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One was also the after that one. God, that was funny. I want to say, see, just more pop culture stuff. Nothing too sustainable. Oh yeah, let's just go in order from here. So, PlayStation, that always had issues. Thankfully, I just keep. Oh, hey, superhero. Thankfully, I don't actually have that many games or don't rely on the PS4 or PS5 for anything really. I have a PS4. It's sitting in the corner of the room, unplugged. And the only time I think I will even plug it up if I don't want to buy Neo again for my PC or I straight up just want to play Bloodborne again. That's literally the only reason why I think I have that thing right now. If anything, I'll probably use the controller more. Hmm. And X for the Xbox, I have about one since the Xbox 360. It's mostly because like that's I think it was like what during the Xbox One X or whatever the heck the second Xbox One was. And as we see, it's disputed. Hey superhero, we're just doing a podcast. I'm doing good. Just going for the news. Some of the stuff is a bit older, but we're with it. Yes, but it's in kitchen with me. You don't tell me you're doing the podcast while you're walking around the whole house. Yeah. I need to start these in a better time slot. Uh, let's see. Anywho, okay. This was announced by discussing films. Apparently, they're making a Matchbox the movie based on the Mattel cards, which I guess that since technically the Barbie movie worked out, I guess they was like, oh, let's do all the toy brands we own. Ironically, it might be like if they keep it about vehicles, I might check it out because we haven't had a good car movie in a while. And I mean like a long well, I say a while. We literally had like freaking Ferrari, I think that was the last one. I can think of that was the mostly by cars. But no, I keep my eye on it for now. It's considering who's working on it, I guess I might check it out. Okay, so the next one is videocards.com reported that Valve can't cancel break. Qualcomm announced Snapdragon prices hike before Steam Frame release. For those who don't know, the Steam Frame is going to be the next VR headset from Valve. I'm looking into it. I might replace my current one because it's barely alive right now.
Yeah.
Like it, all the foam's coming out of it already. I already super glued it like twice. I had to replace the
Just
wire, and they barely restarted the base stations like a week ago. So I don't
that's
know.
what
They
has to
might
be
use
tracked, right?
those are the yeah. It's like the little lighthouses that you put on. You can paint it in your. You can put it in your corners of your room, either by mounting it or using a tripod. I literally had tripods just like in the corner of my rooms just for that.
Oh, that makes sense.
If it's compatible with this one, I will literally buy two more and put it in both corners of my room. But I might have to actually mount those because they don't really fit
Uh,
with a tripod.
yeah.
But God, I actually been wanting another base station, so like I don't lose tracking when I like go to a certain spot in my room. Like I literally go to like keep tracking with it. But then again, I do have the VR trackers, and that basically nullifies like all of it, basically.
Yeah.
But no, from what I heard, its rumored to cost like 1,500 or 1,800, depending how much the price hike
Fuck.
goes up for the Snapdragon. If it's the
Oh,
same
that's
price,
true.
I'll get it because I paid 1,500 for mine, the Val Index, and I worked it to the death to the point where like I didn't make the money back, obviously,
Hmm.
but I did put my hours in it. That's for sure.
You have fun.
This is some VTuber news that came out like a while ago.
Wait,
Eh,
who?
Vietnam, uh, a VTuber. Oh, Imposter. Apparently, there are two VTubers or something like that. They came from the FNAF community, and someone crashed out over one of the guys liking a mint, like the VTuber mint image. That was it.
Right.
I don't know why they went over the hat, and it was just wild how fast and crazy that blew up. But this is already reported by more people, and I'd rather not touch it right now
Hmm.
because it kind of got resolved, and I don't want to bring it back up.
Oh yeah.
But you know about this one, right?
Which one? Let me see.
It's like right after the under the bow one.
Oh, there's about hold up. Oh that. Yeah. I don't go on that side of Twitter. I just chill out on the art side.
Because I have a lot of overlap with people I follow, and they like to report this stuff. It's the dumbest thing I've seen in a while. It's because for those who know, it was like if I could find the Visitor one. Because again, this stuff is old and it didn't really save that much.
Yeah.
But it's literally the guy liking the image of Mint, the VTuber Mint. And apparently he was a huge Mint fan. And he actually made emotes for it too.
Damn.
But just because he was a Mint fan, people made claims against him. And just
Yeah.
over that. But no, it was actually later reported that I remember correctly that was literally it. They went through all his DMs to find some of the stuff, and they really couldn't find anything. But yeah, then they started harassing his friend over it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because you know each other and they didn't want to call it out. Get out as far as following as long as it's I'm leaving a bit or a little. I I'm I guess it's such a, apparently the FNAF community is just still made out of children apparently,
Hmm.
which is crazy. Because the FNAF community is so old. I remember people were getting into it, and when I was in high school, and everyone's in the late 20s now, or probably in the 30s now. I think about it. But no, it seems like the whole community is like blasting both of them for a while. But as people pointed out, the VTuber community pointed out, this is a nothing burger. This is nothing here. It's just a guy
Hmm.
like an image.
Yeah.
But people called it out, and it kind of resolved itself. From what I can tell, this has left the community. It's just to try to go as a VTuber thing entirely.
Mm.
Which is because they used to make mods apparently, like fan games.
Oh shit.
So yeah, that kind of got lost in different thing and make the community look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so and this is I guess kind of news. Uh, Auto from Oda, Oda from the wait, One Piece said it will end in 3 years. This was reported 4 years ago. Okay, so correction. According to this translated from Spanish, Oda did not reveal that One Piece would end in 3 years. In the interview with Gosho, Detective Coden from 4 years ago. Oda acknowledged that he already lost credibility with deadlines, so he doesn't say it too loudly, but that his goal is to finish the series in 3 years.
Uh,
So wait, what's the difference between those two then? Oh, his goal to end 3 years. I guess he already missed it.
yeah,
Uh, I'll finish. I'll watch One Piece when it's finished.
it's too long. Don't even try.
I I can't really gonna get into it because I didn't like the art style.
Let me see what episode I'm on. Hold on.
Dude, I remember my friend was watching it for like months and got like, oh yeah, I'm like, I'm on episode like 200. And I was like, cool. How many you need to go? I need like 100 more. It's probably set up
My
way
goodness.
more now.
It's like a
Speaking of,
1,000 episodes.
speaking of which, YouTube Premium subscribers can now get access to Peacock at no extra cost, which includes NFL, NBA, and Blockbuster movies. Did they mean the old term of Blockbuster, or did they mean the company? It's probably the old term.
What the hell was I at?
So that's pretty cool. I'm still not subscribing to YouTube Premium.
Don't
I don't
subscribe. It
care.
gives you more. It gives you more ads. It gives like it tells you to subscribe more after you cancel.
Yeah, I kind of get that, but I don't get
Yeah,
those
it's so
anymore
annoying.
for reasons. Anywho,
Yeah, if you don't subscribe, it doesn't give you those.
but like if any, you can watch the FNAF movie if we had Peacock with the YouTube Premium
Oh,
subscribers, and I guess it's a little
I can
bit
watch it right
worth
now.
it now. Oh yeah, we should totally do that. I put it in the
You know what?
list.
Yeah, I have it right here. How about Peacock?
Okay, Sonic news.
Hmm?
Yeah, you saw this one. The Killing Queen or Quinn, the single for Undefeatable and other Frontier songs will be
Oh yeah,
having Quest 40 soon. This is a wild project, especially
Killing
since
Quinn. Hell yeah.
the last thing I heard about Quest 40 was that going for your dirties, I think. We'll do something for y'all soon. XO, essentially a Sonic project. Sorry for not cleaning the source. I completely forgot. Yeah, this was from TikTok or Instagram. I can't tell from the screenshot.
Let me see.
What let's see, and let me just copy this image here. This one. I think that's Instagram.
Instagram.
Mhm. But yeah, that's
Yep,
from the artists
Instagram.
themselves. So that's pretty cool. I always don't want more music. Because
Mm.
even though I barely remember Frontiers, face it, it's an open world game that lets you jump around and that's it.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
think I remember
the best
seeing
parts
that
was
one.
just the level parts. Like the exploring was fun for a bit, but like I have no desire to replay it really
Yeah.
because like the levels were short. I don't know. I could go back and forth on it. Combat was fun for a bit, but it felt just too easy. But apparently, they're getting caught up with Quest 40. I'm glad that Quest 40 is still around. I have too many tabs open.
Good job.
I know how to run this podcast. All right, here we go. This was more like the over the flock cameras going around. But at least in Knox County, Tennessee, they're getting banned. Well, he's calling for the mayor is calling for a ban for flock cameras in the county. I'm urging our commissioner to prohibit the use of flock cameras and similar devices in our county. If you don't know, the mayor for Counts County, Tennessee, is the WWE legend Kane. I've been watching his interviews. He still looks the same. Oh. Then I remember when someone pointed out that Strong Civic since the pink, what I miss. Hayes. Oh man, I haven't seen you in a while.
And who is it?
Hayes.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think they used to be a regular like a while ago. We're doing the Willow event this entire month. We've been playing nothing but
Yeah,
horror games for the whole month to try to push for 1,000 subs on YouTube, and it is working. I'm like what less than 40 away from getting 1,000.
goddamn.
But no, I like this comment over here. This video, this guy said that, oh, in every flock camera, there's 2 to 3 pounds of copper and 1.2 grams of gold. He's saying stuff, but not saying stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, no, the people are just going around and smashing those things down. As my lawyers were pointing out, I should probably stop talking.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget to open Twitch. No. Oh, when I do, I don't see you online. Hmm. Even now, it's almost 9, and I actually had to go to work soon. Yeah, I'm mostly a night streamer, even though I'm working early in the
Yeah.
mornings. That's why I've been trying to push for bots or clips and stuff like that. I need to look at the Cyber Spices again and see what he does with clips. Because if I could give him like a monthly fee just to do clips on my channel, that would help out a lot.
It's like a subscription.
Kind of, I guess. It's like, hey, I give you this certain amount, just go for my streams, just find stuff to clip.
Yeah.
It's like I could do it, but I feel like half of my clips I take just had nothing in it. Not to mention that there's
Yeah.
just they're pretty copy. Not really, I want to say they're pretty lazy. I literally just clip something, change the go to the Twitch, change the title, and just put it on my YouTube, which does work. But it could work out. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So this is reported by Dank from Twitter. Vin Diesel said Universal Universal rejected his 10 million offer to buy the Riddick franchise before giving him the exchange for Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift cameo. There was a point where I called Universal and said, "Could I give you 10 million to get Riddick back? If you really think this, the Chronicles of Riddick didn't make a huge profit or make any money back." They said, "No, you can't do that for you." I was like, "Oh man, how am I gonna make this? People wanting Riddick, but I don't have access to the property. It's in on sales at Universal." And then about a year after that, they asked me to come and do this cameo for something called Tokyo Drift. They were convinced that the franchise was going to do. Wait, yeah. They were convinced that the franchise was going to go to DVD. They just needed me to do this cameo to make this that opening weekend. At midnight before I did that cameo, my manager called me and said, "If you do the cameo, we give you. There's just give." Apparently, it's cut off there. Yeah, my
And
manager called me and said, "If you do the cameo, they give you Reddick. They don't plan on making it. This is give you the property back." Let me put it in desktop
didn't
here.
make a huge profit or make any money back. Or
Yeah, I was
there
not
was
even
a
close to
point
being
where
that
I
deep.
called Universal and I said, "Could I give you $10 million and sell everything and take out some
I'm just
loan
playing
and
video
sell
right now.
a house and everything to get Riddick back?
all
If
right.
you really think that Chronicles of Riddick didn't make a huge profit or make any money back or whatever." And they said, "No, we can't do that for you." I said, "Okay. Oh man, how am I going to make this Riddick for people? People are wanting our Riddick, but I don't have the access to the property.
Yeah.
It's at the shelves in Universal." Then they wanted me to do, about a year after that, they asked me to come and do this cameo in something called Tokyo Drift. They were convinced that the franchise was going to go to DVD. They just needed me to do this cameo to make that opening weekend. And at midnight before I did the cameo, my manager, Stacy Baniello, called me and said, "If you do the cameo, they'll just give you Riddick. They don't plan on making it. They'll just give you the property back.
That's perfect. That's great.
It was amazing. and that's how
They kind of this wasn't the actual in-win, but yeah, no, it was just like, man, that's a good deal. I think that was amazing. But that's kind of funny. He offered 10 million, and they that ass just like said no, and then like a year later, it's like, hey, we saw up to this movie. We gave you the franchise. I guess I guess at that time it would have been just cheaper just to do the trade to give him like pay him to show up.
Yeah, probably.
He said, "Oh, I forgot to ask. How you been?" I was asking if I don't forget to hydrate. I'm drinking coffee right now. Same thing. I've been all right. I've been growing. I've been working on more stuff. Been
Mhm.
trying to work on my production a bit more. I learned how to do the animation stuff. Well, not really. I learned how to use Waddle a little bit more. I probably could use more crazy stuff, but interesting what's doing right now. Let's see an error here. But this stuff I could do if I spend more time. Like, I need to say this more is that the more time you put onto your stream setup, the better it always gets. Like you're not gonna get like a net gain, like a net negative if you just put more time in it. So I try to keep like upping the production every once in a while because I feel like it gets stale. Also, I'm trying, as you can tell, I'm pushing for advanced stuff right now. By the way,
Yeah,
if you don't know, this is the Willow is temporary right now.
4 month.
4 months. Hell, I didn't realize that Ben like saw me last night and it's like, oh, what's this? It's like, oh yeah, because Ben never stays for the VR streams, so he has no idea what the heck Willow was.
Oh,
Never,
he didn't.
no, yeah, Ben never saw the Willow because he never shows up for the VR streams, and Willow usually only shows up in the VR streams.
Yeah, it's like near the end.
Never a net negative at the very least you enjoy what you get. Oh no, I just like the slight production value. Hell, I've been commissioning songs too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I need to get a couple of more. I think I want to do a couple of more just to add more variety. Because again, like $50 a pop, I can afford that. And I need to get one for the background for the podcast because I'm just using like some photo stock stuff right now. We maybe get it for the background. Hey, another bot followed me. Oh wow.
3 subs.
No, on Twitter.
Oh, never mind. Not good.
Oh yeah, here we
Ricky
go.
Lessons or what?
It's like it's a VTuber account that has a debut and to go to the page and it's just people. It's just reposting everything they see.
Oh yeah, yeah. I fucking hate those.
Let's get back on track. All right, Double Fine had lays off about 25% of its staff, 23 people, following the disinvestment from Xbox a few weeks ago. Hey, if you remember, they went independent not that long ago because they separated from Xbox, and they said, "Oh no, we're not gonna lay off people," and they would lay off people. So 23 members. I got no idea how many are left. I'm guessing less than that. They already had a small team, so now it's even smaller. Of course they did. I don't know. I like the idea of Tim. Is it Tim Sweeney or Tim something?
Huh?
I don't know. You probably know because Double Fine's a super old company, and you probably can't even name a single game they did.
Fuck no.
It's because they came back when God was Lucas Ark was still around. Tim's Soft what? Tim Safer. There we go. Because they used to be back in the Lucas Art days. Back when PS1 was a thing, even before then. They
I wasn't
did
born.
Fandango. They did Brutal Legend. That's the Monkey. I think did they did Monkey Island? I can't remember. I don't think they did. They did Psychonauts, like
I
games that
I
people remember and shit like that. The problem is though, a lot of them were and click adventure games. Psychonauts was actually a platformer. Widow Legends was strangely a RTS game, but they had like production value, like actual voice actors and stuff like that.
oh
And they're mostly really good writing. But the problem was that as time went on, it started taking longer and longer to come out with new games. And the last one they did, I can remember that it was not Psychonauts, was like Golden Axe, and that one flopped hard. I don't know. I always viewed them as like a company that should have stayed indie instead of getting picked up by Xbox. Because I think they did like maybe one game with them, and that was it. Oh, wait, what else they did? Those small indie games they've been making clearly on. Oh yeah, they've been making a bunch of indie games, but no one knows about them. I guess the problem was they just don't know how to market anything, or they make stuff for
yeah
themselves, but the production value is too high for them.
yeah
Yes, I think that's the some problems with some developers had. They don't know how to downscale. Granted, that makes sense because you kind of have to fire people if you need to downscale.
Mm.
I think I saw this earlier, and more with layoffs. Because this is why they want to do the podcast so early, because it was nothing but layoffs. It's just bad news all the time. This is from Too High from Twitter. Pixel used Elastico branded letterhead to notify California state officials that over 100 employees will be laid off. The affected employees are expecting to leave the company on September 26. Make bad game, fired. Make good game, fired. Make incredibly successful game, believe it or not, also fired. God, I think the reason why no, who made Hopper?
Wait, what
Hopper. Did I
Hopper?
report it here? No, I did not post it here. No, that was Pixar, I think. Was it? And basically the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm assuming you don't know what Hopper is.
sounds familiar, but no.
It's the last, I think it was the last Pixar movie. Let me see. The fact, I guess, no, it had a trailer and an announcement and all that stuff. But I think the problem was that the movie title is too generic because I can't find anything about it when I'm looking it up. Hoppers, that's what it was.
Oh, the rabbit movie.
It was a baby movie, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Scored pretty high, but I think it even did it make money?
Probably not.
I think it lost money. 150 million for the budget.
Damn.
That's actually pretty high. Much money they made. Roughly, okay, so Hoppers who has grossed around 166 million in the United States and 22 million in the other territories. We're worldwide, 384 a barely broke even. Because if for those who don't know, you take the budget, multiply it by 2.5. Yeah, it made like 10 million. That was it.
That's not a good profit.
That's and assuming that doesn't take in account for market, and that's just a surrounding thing. So it might be just like it probably just made barely any money back. I didn't watch this movie. I'm not into Beavers. And you didn't hear about this movie apparently.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know anyone that watched the movie because everyone was just watching. I think the problem was it came out too soon compared to Toy Story. But no, that's just about that. Was that actually made by them? Made by Walt Disney Studios, motion picture. Pixar, yeah, that was also Pixar. Yeah, so that's probably the reason why there's a layoff.
Mm.
Oh, okay, good news. This is remotely good news. There is a mod for Power World that just lets you just put your VR chat model into the game.
That's fire.
I need to try it out probably like after a month when I'm actually able to like mess with it again. I am trying to find a window for this. Apparently the video doesn't want to load. Oh, there you go.
Mm.
I think I know this model too. I know the base model for this.
Of course you do.
And watch this uses the model. But from what I could tell, it works pretty well. I don't know if the physics work, but I was actually looking around and see if anyone actually has a video of it working, and there's a video of it.
Mm.
And I already seen like a lot of people just importing models. The only downside is it replaces every. I should not scroll down. This more or less replaces every player model. So doesn't matter what they're in or what they have. Everyone's just gonna switch to the model. It's a downside, but I don't know. I think it's worth it. Oh yeah, the Power World card game came out. I bought 2 boxes. We did a stream on it. Didn't get any super rare ones, but I got some signies. Then card sleeves. Then the next day, everything got sold out. I'm gonna check out the store tomorrow and see how much a box costs. I probably if the box is still $50 for a pack of boosters, I'll just buy it. But if it's substantially more, I'm probably just gonna buy like 5 packs or something. I don't know how much a pack is in the box. But there is a chaser card, all gold Caravana card.
A what?
Caravana?
Oh,
Cativia?
I see that.
Let me just open this again.
Yeah, I see it. And 3,000?
Yep. That's the chaser card. Apparently, there's only like 100 of them or something like that. And of course, people, scalpers or people who are trying to make money would literally just sell it for the highest like price that possible.
Damn.
But some cards are already going to high, like $75,000 already. They're making them because no one knows what the market value is right now because this game is brand new.
Yeah.
That being said, Powerwood's making a lot of money with the card game alone. Might have to go around and see if that card shop even has any more left. So I'll check it out. But no, we're probably going to go tomorrow. I'm probably going to pick up a like a binder and like those little sleeve, like those card holder sleeve thingies, and just like let's build the collection. I think I could technically I have 2 decks. I need to just double check it and see how it builds because I do want to make it playable and maybe you make a virtual version of one. Then we can play online.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I should not do that. I should not do that. No, I should not do that. I have a bad habit. No, keep going to my. I have a bad habit. It's just all right. Let's go back and you go to the feed. And it's like no, don't do that.
Oh yeah.
All right, this was reported by. Oh, this is a long ass post. I can probably read this. This is reported by Game Radar from the. Yeah, we Game Radar. It's surprised this website's still around. Apparently Wind Waker 2 was in development before Zelda lead E.G. Anuma was told Tony was alienated American teenagers, so we got like Princess instead. This is before your time. But when Wind Waker came No, but yeah. Yes, but we're talking about when it came out.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot of people hated Wind Waker. So
yeah.
many people hated Wind Waker.
I don't know why. It's pretty cool.
I liked it because it was more or less the first Zelda game I actually completed. But
My first was Twilight Princess.
my guess is probably because this is due to the tech demo they had during the GameCube, where they showed a mature Link, Link and Ganon as a demo. Then we got Wind Waker, and a lot of people got like confused and pissed.
Mm.
But like these days, Wind Waker is remembered as the best Zelda game ever made, with course especially cel-shaded graphics that were basically timeless now. Don't play the remastered; it sucks.
Of
It
what?
has no light. It got
Wind
rid of the
Waker?
lighting.
Ew.
But let's see. In 2003, many of the fans were Zelda were told to the forums to complain about the new kitty version treatment. Kind of funny now because most of the like other than Breath of the Wild, all the other Legend of Zelda game is like either made with toys or has Toon Link as the main like a kid version of Toon Link. But
That's the adult Link.
I want to say, gaming was going over cancel. Oh yeah, do you know gaming videos going over cancel Zelda project? Hey, one that's really to me, might be to you, dear readers. Japan players have begun to the way of the hobby in the early aughts. I get into talk during the phenomenal gamer drift. This is new to me. Oh, that's it. Oh no, it actually goes on a lot longer. No, it doesn't. This is all the comments. All right, we'll read this quote. The desire to depict Toon Link on a horse riding around the Green Plains was great. However, his strong, small stature and short arms, legs, it would be difficult to make him look good on a horse. Then continue, it would have been. It wasn't like we could create a adult version of Toon Link, and that's what's about the time we heard that people were waiting for a realistic looking Zelda game again. With that in mind, Umura explained that near the end of 2003, he went to Momoto and asked, I want to make a realistic Zelda. Momoto was skeptical at first, so I was so focused on changing the look of the game at the beginning of the solution. We were looking for without coming up with a breakthrough in gameplay. And he advised me that if you really want to make a realistic Zelda, you start by doing what you couldn't in Ocarina at the time. Make it so Link can attack enemies while riding on his horse when using the Wind Waker engine, and make your decisions based on how that feels. So yes, the decision to move Twilight Princess to a more adult visual style was a nod to the preference of North American gamers at the time. But yeah, that's the reason why Twilight Princess has like a horseback combat and stuff like that. It's kind of weird though, because we had like so many Cheddar says editing is pain and suffering. I don't like editing because I can't have anything else in the background. There's no music, there's no YouTube videos in the background. I just had to just be in editing mode. But no, this is a fun little story about this. But yeah, like due to the poor reception of Wind Waker, we got Twilight Princess as the response for it. It would have been cool to have a I want to say because Toon Link more or less went to like the GBA and like the GameCube games, or DS games instead. But he's still around, kind of. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is stuff that I just posted like yesterday. Toon Link is the adult one. Not really. Oh, this is deleted. I guess it was. This doesn't exist anymore. I guess it was proven false. No, Toon Link's from a different time period. Then again, that timeline is also disproven. After 2 minutes of edited footage after 2 days. I had too much footage in my videos, and I usually complain about it. Yes, the adult timeline. You do realize there's different links every time, right? Here's some cool news. Composer Mick Gordon is going to rip and tear through the Doom soundtrack live in the band orchestra for the first time ever.
Oh yeah.
So I might check that out. I didn't know he was Australian. I wonder where it's going to be at. If it's on YouTube, I totally could watch it. But that'd be pretty cool. Also, the fact that he's putting out it's the Doom OST. It's classic, and it's the one most people prefer. I know he did
Oh
Eternal,
yeah. I
but
love
I
that one.
can barely remember any tracks from Eternal.
Yeah, you're right. I play all of them.
All right, Warrior Cats is getting a video game. This came out of nowhere. Well, no, this was announced like a while ago. But no, it's actually getting made. Apparently, it's to be some kind of RPG with base building elements or something like that. Like, you're able to make your own clan. Yeah, Clan in the Forest. I know nothing about the Warrior Cat movies, but I just I keep seeing it everywhere every once in a while. Because most of this has an overlap with the furry community. I don't know. It's a weird book series. I would read Dragon Wings of Fire, Dragon's Wings of Fire, but I also heard that's kind of good. Uh, but no, we're getting Warrior Cats. Don't have any comment about it. Wings of Fire, speak. I'll check it. I think it's novel. Is it a graphic novel? I don't think it's a light novel, isn't it? Novel. All right, more bad news because we've been too happy now. The Halo Studios has been laid off several employees shortly after the launch of the Halo campaign Evolve. Multiple developers, including producers as well as software engineers, have said on LinkedIn that they're leaving the studios, with some updating the profiles to open to work. One developer said they spent 6.5 years working on Halo before being affected. So, if you don't know, there was a remake for Halo campaign Evolve not that long ago, and it's even playable on the PS5. I need to find the source for this again, but it's been reported less than 1% of the PS5 users have played the Halo Combat Evolve game. Basically, the port was useless. But it's also been reported that's the best version to play on because the game's so damn buggy. This is mostly due to the fact that there's so many fans tied to it. Also, for some reason, let's go over that after this. Quoted by Ivan Campos. He stated, I was going to throw this out there because I doubt I would work for Halo in my lifetime. But they wanted me to hire me for 3 months intervals, way below my pay grade, by the way, while I was at Skate, and their only bargaining was to get to work on Halo. Let me read from this from Microsoft. Halo Comeback involved the trouble development. I don't have any sources here. Apparently, it was from Rev Gaming. This is probably from an inside source. Don't know what the source is in this one. But this is mostly because there were so many studios touching the game. This mostly ended up causing a lot of problems. And this could have been happening during the back end, like Halo Infinite timeline as well. All right, here's some bullet points from the video. Heavy reliance on external partners that went poorly. Abstraction studios handle major technical work and level design for all missions, from concept blackout through encounters, scripting, NPC spawning, adapting levels from new features like sprint. Development from abstraction began around summer 2023. Halo Studios alleges in the contract mid-development around fall 2025. Much abstraction work had to be redone, which helps explain the persistent AI and gameplay issues. Abstractions absent from the main credits, only individuals appear to in special things. So this was a game that was cut off mid-development and had to be restarted again. The studio has acquired by Retros in early 2025, but later returned into independence. An external partner responsible for cinematics was also under-delivered and barely finished in time. Dude, have you seen those cutscenes? They look like freaking AI videos.
No, I haven't.
And for some reason, it comes off as a hero shooter in one of the cutscenes where they show off every single enemy in front of the prophet and calling them by name, the names of the species. It's so weird. External partners responsible for which is why player armor and weapon coverage doesn't appear in them. Internal studio issues under studio head pair heads, importing and rebuilding assets from the hybrid Blam and Unreal Engine proved far more difficult and time consuming than leadership expected. Essentially, 100% of the assets had to be rebuilt. Hens reported promoted friends into key leadership roles, including the original exclusive producer and head of production who were not prepared for the positions. This contributed to unclear directions, shifting priorities, micromanagement, and tension. Those leaders were later demoted or replaced, and the head of production was eventually fired. The multiplayer project, Edic, was cancelled so the team could be directed to say campaign evolve. In the last in the last 9 months, the team worked under severe crunch, late nights, weekends, constant firefighting, and pivots, and managed to deliver a playable, respectable quotes experience. This is reported by Rap Gaming. I believe 100% of this because God, this game came out broken as hell. Because there was a game-breaking bug in the first chapter when people would literally hit one spot in the first mission and the campaign and just get stuck, and like they couldn't load from a checkpoint, so this is how they restart the whole entire chapter. And apparently it was common enough most streamers was actually able to hit it.
Damn.
And for those who don't know, let me pull up the numbers. SteamDB, my favorite website. These numbers are freaking terrible. All-time peak is at 25,000. Peak 24-hour peak is 6,725 players right now. It's 660 players right now.
Damn.
It hasn't been a month. It's been like a week.
And it's already dead.
It's pretty dead. It's just, and not to mention, there's no multiplayer in this thing.
That sucks. Halo.
Yeah, the first one had multiplayer eventually, but it's just like, this was so unnecessary. We had the Master Chief Collection that had a superior version. Now it lets you switch between both versions of it. And I also have reports they had the source code for this, and they still made it broken. I think that studio's gone. It's gone. Because clearly the people who are in there are so incompetent. They had to hire other developers and studios to help fix it, and it just became a huge mess. So no, most likely this is gonna be the last project we'll work on for a while. Oh, hey, Roman.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so this is me posting this. But that's literally the last 2 bits we had. Also, for some reason, people can't get the refunds in some of these instances with the bug. So that's been reported as well. Pirate Nation reported this. Sony is now being sued by in 5 countries over the claims that it's too much control over digital game sales on PlayStation. The
Yep.
lawsuits filed in the United States, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Portugal, and Mexico. And we argue that the Sony is the only company allowed to sell digital PlayStation games through the PlayStation Store. It can keep prices higher and give players fewer choices. So we're getting sued. This was reported when they first made the announcement. Oh yeah, this is a weird credit for some reason. The Halo Combat Evolved. There was an esports section here.
Why?
I don't know. Like maybe for what? I want to say what's the word again? When you play a game really fast.
Speedrun?
Speedrun. I guess for speedrunning, but even then, this is pointless. You don't need a esports credit team just for this. Then again, this also proves that multiplayer was going to be a thing, though, I guess. I guess it's a leftover from Oh, God. So, yeah. That's definitely proof that multiplayer was going to be a thing, but I got canned. Okay, this is the last one I have reported, put on Discord. 7 minutes. 7 minutes I can spare with you until I get my pizza out of the oven. Shut up. Supergirl finally got all the numbers calculated. So it ends its periodic run with 126 million at the global box office. This was reported by Culture Crave. Production budget was 170 million. Projected loss to studio is nearly 200 million.
Damn.
Yeah, it did not make money. I don't even know anyone that saw this movie. But that's all I got so far. All right, podcast is over.